Hello friends, Archangel with CryptoAngel here, bringing you the daily news roundup for July 22nd, 2021. As a reminder, this is a quick run through of community relevant information from Shytoshi and Eric. I won't be adding much commentary on this if any, although we will have a little bit today. This is simply for those who don't have access to the Discord or that don't want to sort through the walls of text for information. I'll also not be including responses where the original message was deleted or not retrievable, and we can't figure out the context from the response. So with that, here we go. CLN Winter says, "It is true that the devs are not transparent at all on this project. They work very well, but they can't communicate." Eric responds, "I've never seen a community pushing every day for more news. Sorry, but you're not right here. People care about their bags and care about other announcements that don't impact their own benefit. And that's not understanding the big picture. We released ShibaSwap, and now the new whens are when treat, when she, when L2, when NFT, when leash. Come on, that sounds ridiculous. How can you expect a new edition every day? That's ignorant in my opinion and a lack of knowledge about how crypto works and big projects like this one. Everything will take weeks and months. If someone is not ready to wait that time, a normal time for implementations, this is not the place to be." Asti says, "Eric, can we at least know the utility for leash?" Eric responds, "Never saw that question when it was green and pumping. That's why I am tired of that question. Leash is going to be part of the upcoming projects we've talked about. Take it or leave it." We've answered that question a lot of times, and we are currently working on leash, and it's a part of upcoming projects. All our tokens are going to be used, that's why it's an ecosystem. But that has been like this from April. Now is the only moment when people complain about leash. It all depends on the chart color. So one of the things, the reason I'm including these comments right here is a lot of people are asking the devs to communicate more, put more information out. And if you go back through the Discord channel towards the beginning of the project, that actually did happen. However, over time, the complaints about more information or generally just sabotage of information occurred. And you can see over time as the devs locked down and clamped down more and more as the community grew, because there are people who want to take advantage of this information to deceive the people who are just getting in. So that's why there's a clampdown on information. And the devs have given us a decent amount of information. Obviously, the roadmap is going to be somewhat guarded, but they have let us know some of the projects that are upcoming, including the incubator, including Treat, including Doggy DAO. There's a lot of projects that are out there, and there's some hints that we can pick up as well regarding the pairs that are in the wolf pool. So I'd like to just ask the community, you know, not every announcement is going to be as large as ShibaSwap being launched, and there are other announcements that do need to happen. If we get announcements that we've partnered with another centralized exchange like Binance, that's very good news for the community, very good news for ShibaSwap, and just helps legitimize and stabilize the project within the community. So even if it's something that does not affect you, even if it's something that doesn't make the price skyrocket to the moon or Pluto or wherever you're trying to go, it still is healthy and beneficial to the community. So I think if you want the devs to actually to stick around and communicate, then you need to ask questions in a respectful manner. And I'm not saying don't question anything at all. I don't think you just need to pat them on the back and say yes to everything that they say, but I do think questions need to be asked in a respectful manner. And if you see some of the feedback that they get, or if you see some of the feedback that even I get as just a small YouTuber, it's some people are pretty ridiculous out there. So I can't imagine what the devs are going through or what kind of messages they get. So I just want to put out a request for respectful asking of questions and respect the answers that you get as well. It may not be an answer that you like, it may not have the impact that you want, but please be respectful. And so with that, we'll continue. Eric says, in effect, and this is an announcement, in effect, to move towards the doggy DAO, we've transferred the ownership of Top Dog, which is a contract, to the time lock with a delay of 24 hours to execute any transaction. This will help build further confidence in our investors, also makes our platforms a safer site for everyone. And in regards to the announcement, Eric responds to Onyx's post that basically, with really simple words, if someone tries to steal the funds, there's a 24-hour time lock until the transaction can be executed. That's in addition to the 6ix9ine multi-sig wallet. Zorg says, I can't recall from the last time I went through the contract. Is there a mechanism in place to trigger emergency withdrawal? Eric responds, yes, that might be approved by the 6ix9ine multi-sig and now 24-hour time lock, which has some cons, but well, people asked for time lock, so here it is. The Big Shabowski says, is the con what you mentioned the other day with not being able to correct things immediately? And Eric says, right. We can't do anything for 24 hours. That's why we set 24 hours and not 48, which is the usual time lock people use. It has some pros, but has cons as well. Midnight Mercenary says, I haven't seen much marketing, to be honest. And Eric responds, We've always stated that we develop and the community pushes. Sadly, people prefer to chat and wait for our moves instead of taking action. And so this is another thing I want to address. You know, we have a pretty solid community here, and we've got the launch of ShibaSwap, but there are a couple other things that do need to take place. You know, we've got Leash on CoinMarketCap, but we don't have Bone. So we need to be able to somehow request that Bone, as a community and being respectful, that Bone be placed on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. It may be there, I'm not sure. But we need to reach out to these organizations and let our wishes as a community be known. Because as you can see, I've got the charts pulled up here for SHIB and Leash, but there's no chart in CoinMarketCap for Bone right now. So, and as well, you know, getting all of these other centralized exchanges to list Bone, if not Leash as well. We have 3 tokens in the ecosystem right now, and only 1 is listed on most exchanges. So if you would petition respectfully to your preferred centralized exchange, and you know, please do one that you already have a relationship with, and not just blasting out every centralized exchange out there, but work with one that you already have a relationship with and ask them to list Bone and to list Leash. Bionic says, why TVL is 400 million? Did I miss something? Eric responds, the liquidity event is over. And I did a video on this as far as the TVL and the Binance announcement as well. And we also covered the time lock in Kyle's Medium article the other day, yesterday, I believe that was. So if you haven't listened to those or watched those, please go check those out. And with that, we wrap up the daily news for July 22nd, 2021. Archangel out.